Awesome, awesome, man. I just love that video, man. I love that video, man. It's football season. It's that time of the year, man. I'm just chomping at the bit. So excited for football season. That video just make me want to just, suit up and run out the tunnel myself again. I love it. I love it. But with that being said, man, we here. Just my damn opinion. A little different spin. We're gonna be just talking strictly Georgia football and my thoughts on Mike Bobo and where I would like to see from his offense, and maybe some of the expectations that I would like to see from his offense. So Mike Bobo, he gets a hard time for some reason, man. The guy only pretty much averages, maybe 39, 40 some points a game since he's been here as an OC. But he gets a very, very hard rack. And in some searches, in some instances, deservingly so, right? Certain big games, it is what it is. But with that being said, we looking to a new season, and I'm gonna show a little bit of film, and I hope y'all bear with me. These just some little cut ups that I chopped up very quick just to talk about, and I'm gonna go through some of the formations and things and talk about a little bit of Georgia football. So the first thing I want to pose is: would Georgia be very heavy 11 personnel or 12 personnel? Most people would think last year that we ran a lot of 12 personnel, which is two tight ends, one running back and two tight ends, because we had Brock Bowers and Oscar Bell. It made sense. In the previous year before that, we had Brock Bowers and we had the kid that got drafted to Pittsburgh. I can't think of his name, Big Old College. So we were very heavy in 12 personnel. I think there's going to be a change up coming into the 2024 season. I think we're going to go heavy 11 personnel, which is three receivers and one running back. And the reason I think that is because of the quarterback that we have in Carson Beck and the numbers in terms of depth that we have at receiver coming back again. Ra Thomas, Dylan Bell, Evan, Layla. We're very deep, right? So let me see if I can share my screen here once again. Bear with me. I'm trying to get into this stuff. All right. So before I even start playing, if you can see this video, I'm looking at it. It looks like we have and this is 11 personnel, by the way. One, two, three receivers, tight end, and you have your back offset to the weak side. So right here, it looks like we have a trips right. This is what I would call it, a trips right. You got once again a tight end to the strong side of the trip and the back to the weak side of the formation. Just off the muscle, I'm looking at the defense. I would say, man, just the way that they're lined up, they have a two high deep safety. So I'm thinking, man, I'm not sure if that's what Carson is thinking. So let's see what happens when we snap the ball here. Second down and 6. So stop. Soon as you snap the ball, right now, it still looks like man, but what lets me know that it's zone. I'm not sure that Carson is reading this. I'm sure he's reading this side of the field first. But the way that this guy opens up is what makes me think that it's a zone. I saw the safeties drop back as well. And look at these linebackers, right? Look at these linebackers. Don't look at this. You almost would think it's man because you think he's chasing, but he's not. Let's just go through the video a little bit more. See, now, if I go back here, you'll see how this guy who was chasing, this guy right here, he looked like he was chasing the play. Look how he's going to square up and flatten out. And look how these linebackers are not chasing. So it's a zone. So I'm for sure that it's a zone. But what I like about the play design, back on the roll and fires on the run and throws it. So it is a zone. But what I like about the play design, it's like a flood action. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll him out of the pocket, right? But it's not a sprint. That's the main thing that I like about the design. If you look at it, it's not a full sprint. He takes the snap, take a hitch, Then he rolls out. So it's not a full sprint. So this is by design. And up here at the top of the screen, I'm not sure, but it seems like this guy here is clearing out and coming to a post, right? This guy here is running a wheel route behind the guy. And this guy right here, the number 1 receiver, he's going here out. And this is Dylan Bell. He's coming here to the flat. So that's a flood. You basically have 3 levels, and it's an easy read for Carson Beck to make. And also about this formation, if we're just talking about formation, this is another thing I love about this 11 personnel possibly this year. Look at the personnel. This is Dylan Bell. This is what I really want to see more of in the Mike Bobo offense this year. This is Dylan Bell. And I know we have a lot of great running backs, but this is Dylan Bell who can play. He starts at receiver, but can also play running back. So he creates a mismatch. I really would like to see Bobo incorporate this kid here more into formations like this to make him a Swiss Army knife. And Dylan Bell just runs out into the flat and creates that extra flood zone. But once again, as a defensive coordinator, what I like about this is you have 4 receivers out there. So that may make you, once you see the personnel, that may make you want to come out in more of a DB heavy set formation, right? But this kid can also run the ball. So that in itself, it creates a mismatch. So let's just watch this play again. This is a simple flood play, somewhat of a half roll sprint out. And I would like to see more of this to get Carson Beck out of the pocket. Easy read. If you don't like what you see, throw it away.
Second down and 6. Back on the roll and fires on the run and throws a strike. If you're going to throw a slant pass and you want...
Very simple. All right. So I'm going to remove that from the screen. I'm going to try to share my screen, and I'm going to go to a few more plays and see if you guys like that. So give me a second. I'm new to this stuff. I'm trying to get it. Trying to get it. I'm going to try to share my screen here. Window. Boom. Share. I think that did it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. Perfect. So this is
second down and 6.
This is the same play.
Back on the roll and fires on the run and throws a strike.
All right.
35.
So let's go to the next play. So what I like about this here, again, 11 personnel, got 1, 2, 3 receivers, 1 running back, and you have the tight end. So what makes this personnel a little bit different is all you did was just flex out the tight end. You put him in the slot. But what I love about this, it basically turns into a twins left because you have the guy coming in a jet motion. So it's a twins left, but it may not be jet because he may not be in a full sprint. But he's coming in motion, which is going to make this into a twins left, meaning 2 on this side, right? In the slot, and he's over here. But what I like about it, this kid coming in motion helps Carson Beck identify what the defense is. The first play we looked at, they came out in the shell. We couldn't tell if they was in zone or man. But watch what this motion does to help Carson Beck identify what the defense is. Just watch this quick motion and look at the safety. See, that's how you know it's man. And everybody else is man. Man, locking up. Man, he's running out here. He maybe has the quarterback. Man. But that simple motion is where it really opened up this play. If you look at this play here, Carson Beck literally has everything on this play right here.
Good throw, catch, first down at the 40-yard line.
He can literally. I'm gonna go back to it. I think I went back too far, but I'm gonna go back to that play. Once the man come in motion, the safety follows him. Watch how it just opens up everything. See that safety? This is the motion guy. That safety had to follow this guy all the way across the field. And once he shoots back up, That opens up that lane. Because remember, they man everybody trailing. That opens up the backside. So it's an easy read for Carson Beck. He wants to go here. This is his number one read right here, which is Brock Bowers. He want to hit Brock Bowers on that, but I don't think he liked what he sees because I think that's the safety's on top of Brock. So he's going 1, 2, 3, and this guy's wide open right here. Perfect. So again, just by formation at 11 personnel, and the things that you can do with the motion and things like that, I want to see more of that in Mike Bobo's offense, right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. 40-yard line. All right. Again, another play here. This time, no, we're in 11 personnel. We got 1, 2, 3 receivers. You have your tight end here. You have your running back to the strong side of the formation, which is where the tight end. So you have basically a twins right, meaning 2 over here. You have a split left, meaning you have to split out here. But if you notice, this time, Dylan Bell is not in the backfield. Dylan Bell is split out here. Once again, that's the great thing about Dylan Bell. You can move him around. When you move him around, it can confuse the defense, right? So let's see what we got here. If I look at this defense, I don't know what Carson Beck's looking at. I'm thinking man. I see man here, he's here, and you got a free safety here. So I'm thinking man free before the snap. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So reason I picked this play is again to highlight the half rollout, the sprint action. I think Carson Beck is awesome when he's running this when he's doing this. He's free. It gets him away from the line of scrimmage. He can see everything that's coming at him. So I think we need to incorporate more of this. Watch the play action. I think it was a little play action, a little half sprint like it was from the first play that we watched in the Florida game. Then he's going to turn around and throw the screen here, backside. But once again, all of this is out of 12 personnel. Great play. Now I tell you what, that cornerback did not want to see 71 running out there on that screen. All right. So again, this is 11 personnel again. Okay, wow. It's amazing the formations and the multiplicity. Like you would think this is something different, but it's 12 personnel again. I mean, 11 personnel again. I haven't seen any 12 personnel. So you have 1, 2, 3 receivers, tight end, that's Brock Bowers, and 1 running back. So that is 11 personnel, but what we're doing is we're motioning the running back from this side of the formation to that side of the formation. But what's interesting about what Mike Bobo is doing here, he has Brock Bowers split wide and McConkey in the slot. Now, that can cause mismatch in itself. Do you put a linebacker out here on Brock Bowers, or do you put a safety? So I don't know if that's a safety or a corner, but in my opinion, regardless, it's going to be a mismatch. But before I get into this play, look at the get off that Ladd McConkey has. If you see the line of scrimmage here, watch how fast Ladd McConkey gets off the ball when it's snapped. Look at that. I mean, the kid is gone. Soon as the ball snapped, it's damn near like he 3 steps in front of everybody else. Was he offside? Look at this get off right here. Watch how fast McConkey gets off the ball. This is something that you just can't coach. And it really has nothing to do with speed. It's just time. Look at the get off. I mean, he's gone. Okay. Nice. Okay, so I know why I put this play. Not only was it 11 personnel, but what I like about this play is that Bobo is incorporating digs into the play. And I am a dig guy, right? And digs is basically this kid is going to come here, 12, 15 yards, and break it in at the sticks. Those routes are damn near unstoppable in man coverage, which once again, man. You know it's man because this kid here is running to go get the running back. Now, why everybody want to play us man, I don't know why. It may be an attempt just on these particular plays to stop the run. So that's why they're playing man coverage. But playing this man coverage, especially when I can identify the coverage with this guy here running out with the running back, it's going to make it easy for Carson. And to be honest, really, it seems like everybody was covered because he had a lot of time to throw the ball and he was able to check it down to the dig. I don't want to say check it down, but able to throw the dig. Because as you can see, everybody's covered now. Boom, covered. Boom, covered. Carson Beck is actually bouncing in the pocket right now. He's waiting for something to come open. So shout out to the offensive line. Did a great job on this particular play. Boom, and throws the dig. It was either a dig. It had to be a dig. It was a little bit deeper than I thought. It may have been about a 15-yard dig, which is why it took so long. So that's something that I know about Bobo when he was here last time. He incorporated a lot of dig routes into his offense. And I want to see a lot more of that this year. I didn't see a lot of it last year, but I want to see a lot more of it this year, right? So that's why I put that particular play in there. It wasn't necessarily so much about the formation or anything like that, but it was that particular route.
Goes back over the middle, and the catch is made by Thomas. He fakes a tackle. Offensive step on his
Okay. So the next play. I'm looking at the personnel. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. This look like 11 personnel again. This time we have we have a twins left. Kind of like a flank right. We got the tight end flank. And we have him with a tight split. And him to the running back to the strong side. And if I had to just guess, I don't know what Carson Beck may be looking at, but I'm thinking once again, man free. It's looking like man free. So let's see what happens. Y'all think that was probably zone. They showed man, but that's zone. Now it looked like I also saw a lineman or something. Somebody back here drop back as well. That's the linebacker. Nice. Okay, my camera was all over the place. So let's see what we got. God, everybody playing man. This is man again. It has to be an attempt to stop our running game. Has to be. Again, it looked like 11 personnel. You got 1, 2, 3. Got your tight end here. 11 personnel. They playing man coverage. So again, this should be an easy read for Carson. It looks like he's looking down here at the bottom of the screen initially. And this safety is spinning down. I don't know if he's maybe spinning down to maybe bracket the tight end or help with the tight end. So let's see.
Back, pressure, flushed, and a lot of green. And a first down.
Okay, so I know why I put this play in here. So this is a play where we're in 11 personnel and Carson Beck. Everybody is covered. And this is something that, again, out of our offense that I want to see more of this year, specifically from Carson Beck. If they're going to play us man and they're going to cover us, that means all these guys' backs, all their backs are turned to Carson Beck. Nobody knows what's going on. So this safety was spinning down to get the running back. I see that right now. So that means covered. But they are running with someone. Carson Beck, take off. Do more of that. Take off. Go. Perfect. We'll probably have a lot of those kind of opportunities this season. So I hope Carson Beck, again, take advantage of that. Use those legs. You don't have to be a dual threat quarterback, but you have enough legs to hurt the defense like you just did right there. So again, Mike Bobo, let's get Carson Beck man to man. Everybody turn their back. Soon as he sees nothing open, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Move the stick. I like that.
Catch, showing blitz.
So let's go back to this next play. Let's go to this next play. Let's see what we got.
Catch, showing blitz. And here they come. Beck gets rid of it, has a man. It's caught there. And it's Logan.
Nice. So what I liked about this particular play, not a whole lot special about it, but it's different. And what makes it different, I don't know if you noticed it, once again, we're in, it looks like 11, this has been 11 personnel. 1, 2, 3 receivers. That look like Brock Bowers, the depth, which is tight end, and your running back. 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end. So again, that's 11 personnel. But what I like about this, now we have a trips, I'll call this trips right tight, split left. And the thing about this is what I like about this. Tennessee kind of used this kind of sort of. Some people may call it a stat. Look at this man to man again. You got your man here. You got 2 there. You got 1 there. You got 1 there. So what this formation does, especially with it being tight, it's gonna cause mismatches and confusion because you're playing man coverage. These guys here are not sound, which I know they're not sound just off of this right here. In and out is going to kill them. Nobody's going to talk about being in and out here. This is the only guy that's going to play head up and try to press, right? So depending on what these guys do, if he goes here and he goes there, it can really confuse these 2 guys. And I think that's what happened. That's why he's open on the wheel route that he's running.
Blitz. And here they come.
Yeah, it was almost like a little delay. So just by formation, they were beat. In my opinion, just by formation, they were beat. So that's what I want to see, man. I want to see a lot more of that 11 personnel this year. I'm not saying that we're not going to run 12 personnel. I think it's in our DNA, and we still have several good tight ends here. So I think we will run some 12 personnel. But just in my opinion, with the quarterback we have coming back in Carson Beck and the depth at receiver that we have coming back. And a lot of these receivers have been in the program 2, 3, 4 years now. I just think we're going to run a lot more 11 personnel, and I think we're going to throw the ball down the field a lot more. I think we're going to have also a lot of more play action out of the shotgun. On that play that I showed you guys where he hit Jack Sank down the middle, that was a play action play. And with Carson Beck being such a tall quarterback, putting that ball in the pocket, being able to hide it, I think the play action game is going to be good. So that's my opinion this year, just on what I want to see out of Georgia football and what to expect. Definitely want to see a lot more 11 personnel again, and that's what I'm going to expect. I expect us to throw the ball to be a little bit more pass heavy this year. Once again, based off of having Carson Beck and receivers that we had. So I hope you guys watched the breakdown of the film. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I try to get better with the film and the cut up. That was just something I threw together very quickly. Uh, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, man. I enjoy breaking down film, man, and watching film. So I'm gonna be trying to do a lot more of this until the season comes up. And tomorrow, I'm probably gonna talk a little bit more about the offense. I may deal with specifically running back, or I may go deeper. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Stephen G. Yeah, I don't know what was going on, Stephen G. It was something wrong with one of my plugins or something like that. I don't know. But shout out to everybody who came to the comments, man. I appreciate y'all checking in and watching. And I try to bring more of this content to you guys, man. UGA, Bulldogs, all day, all the time. Let's go 2024. Let's try to go for that 3rd championship in 4 years. I'm out of here. Just my damn opinion, man. Check me out. Subscribe. Hit that like button, man, so you can get notified. We up out of here.